let me tell you a little story about Balatro. Playing on my Switch, great run. Had a Constellation Joker that was about 8x mult on Ante 6. It was going to the moon, pun intended. Don't know what buttons I'm pressing on Switch. Put it face down on the countertop. Big mistake. Picked it up, sold Constellation, hit the power off button immediately. We will not be going back and playing Balatro on the Switch. It's not, like, it's a perfectly good version of the game. It's just when you're coming from speed X4 on the PC and you can click and drag and tick, 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 tick. It's a different world, brother. It's a different world. You know what? I love the Magic deck. I do love the Magic deck. And I'm not talking about the Gathering. No disrespect to Richard Garfield or the Juggalos. Two of the most prominent gatherers or elements of the Gathering that, of course, we're all familiar with. We are people. And we are people, and we're here. We're people who love Balatro. I assume that's why you're here. It's like episode probably like 63 or something like that. Free Space Joker is mighty interesting. And I'll always do Hieroglyph early, just because it's fun to be on like anti-zero. I don't think we have to zero in on anything with Space Joker. I think you just have to, like, getting it early is the best possible scenario, obviously, and just give it a chance to work its magic, and just due to the natural sorting hatness of it, maybe it'll help us figure out what path we want to take on this run. Death is a very interesting card with 2 Fools. We don't have enough money to get Death and Banana. I'll be honest, I don't really think we need Banana. I'm not against it by any stretch. But I don't think we need it. I will say what I'm hoping for, it hasn't come to pass. I'm hoping for maybe like a Space Joker buff. I'm also hoping for an enhanced card of some variety. Let's do this for now. I don't want to go all in on this, but I was hoping for like an Empress card or something like that, or a Hierophant card, so we had something a little easier to understand and use our Death card with, but no big deal. It's good. That was the 4th one, so we're due any second now. Any second now. It's guaranteed, people. It is. It's guaranteed. It's guaranteed that I'm going to be disappointed. Am I really going to play a pair of 9s? I am. I mean, I just got to be copacetic with you. I got to be 100% with you. Space Joker might be the worst Joker in the game. That's the first thing I want to say, bar none. Secondly, I think it's realistic. I'm making a bunch of Ace of Diamonds here. It's easy for me to remember, at least. If I don't do... This is not the best use of the Death card, except until you remember that if we don't use it like this, we're not going to live. So I think this is necessary. Okay, all right. Well, you know what? Space Joker heard me talking. I don't apologize for what I said. I apologize that you heard it, because I meant every word. We're still on ante 1. We technically don't need a Joker to get to 600 points, but we should probably like get kind of serious about it. Like, we only have 1 hand left. We need like, obviously Diamond Flush is not going to do it. We got 2 discards. Hold the ace and look for a club flush. 3 aces. I doubt this 3 aces gets you there. 4 aces probably definitely does, as you can tell by the flames. Okay, so Space Joker has paid out 1 time in like 72 hands. I gave up a hand for Hieroglyph. Our Econ is not sorted. We didn't get any other Jokers. We didn't really enhance any cards in our deck. So I would call that like the biggest whiff of all time. That being said, Scholar, if we're theming the run around aces, which we appear to be doing so far, Scholar can go kind of crazy. I hate to dump an ace, but it just seems like the right play here. Not that it matters, because we're not getting Space Joker to work anyway. It's not like there's any missed opportunity cost or anything. And then I guess I would go spades, just knowing that we have like the most spades in our deck. Hi, Tomo. Hey, buddy. Hey. We only have 1 hand left. We have to play we're gonna lose. We're actually gonna lose. For me, this is a hard one not to blame Space Joker for. I mean, I'm the one who took it, but I'm not the one who put it in the game. I'm laughing. I'm laughing through it all, smiling through it all. Can't believe this is my life. But at the same time, I am kind of like... I'm sorry to do this to you, Local Thunk. I know I wield an unbelievable cudgel of influence, and all developers fear it, because I'm such a harsh critic as well. I mean, I'm not afraid to play a game and say it might be the sort of thing you're into if you're a fan of the genre. I'm not afraid to speak the truth like that. That being said, they need to up Space Joker, man. Sure. They need to up it, dude. They need to... One in 3, maybe. Again, I haven't actually crunched the numbers, so I have a tendency, as problematic as it may be, to trust the developer, because I think most of the time they know better than me, because I have no skills. That being said, me personally, I think Space Joker, to take up a Joker slot, has got to be better than 1 in 4. And don't get me started on the dice. If I could make a Joker show up at will, we wouldn't be losing this many runs. Let's put it that way. Now, I'll tell you something as well. I do love this, and if I get more kings, I could be persuaded to use a Fool on a strength card, but it's got to be the perfect scenario. Just like the #1 posse cut of all time, A Tribe Called Quest scenario, LP mix off of... That's got to be a Midnight Marauders track. That feels like a Midnight Marauders track to me. Well, yeah, I'm gonna say it's Midnight Marauders, but I might be mistaken. I apologize if I've missed the boat on that one. Missed the boat, I think that's Modest Mouse. It's kind of, We Were Dead Before the Ship Even Sank. It's kind of like after my preferred era of Modest Mouse, but still, I remember, you gotta recognize a real one when you got it. Let's get some Jokers and stop talking nonsense. Joker #1. Honestly, I've kind of come around on 4 fingers. This is a curse, man. What am I supposed to do with this? Actually, you know what? This isn't that bad. Debuff Popcorn is basically just the same as Popcorn. I've come around on 4 fingers, though. I think 4 fingers is pretty decent. This is a weird play. I just realized as well, I guess I'm not really stoked for 4 fingers to the extent that I thought I would be. Because of the fact that we're going to be shooting for like 5 of a kind aces, but it does make a flush 5 easier to make. And aces are odd, but you're gonna be deprecated pretty soon. You're eternal, so like, I don't know. I'm starting to think I definitely shouldn't have taken you, to be honest. Did they up the frequency of like eternal cards? Like, this is getting ridiculous. It's driving me crazy, man. Like, every Joker is either deprecated or whatever they call it, perishable. It's either perishable or it's eternal. Like, it makes it hard to decide. I'm a simple man. I'd take oops all 6s, and please don't bring any video evidence to the contrary. I don't want to hear that. I take oops all 6s early as often as possible, just because it enables... It's one of those 2 missing pieces to make a randomness type run work. Lucky cards are better as a result of this. Space Joker's better as a result of this. There's lots of stuff to like. So you're gone. Give me Arrowhead for the moment, and I'm gonna try to get something going here. $12. I'm a simple man, honestly. The more aces we could draw, the better. You might say, what about 4 fingers? As of right now, I hate to say it because it acknowledges weakness and an error that I made that I should have just taken more time to think about. But to be honest with you, I would happily... You like spades? Spades, okay. Well, it's still okay. I would happily just pretend that 4 fingers doesn't exist and feel pretty okay about it. How we doing here? We're doing okay. You're on 4 mults. You're gonna disappear rather than get debuffed. 100 chips if you got 3 of a kind, huh? Well, you get 4 mults. I would take Ballot over that, and I don't know what planets we'd be aiming for here, so we'll just chill for now. I'll tell you though, I would happily play this. I was kind of looking for a spade flush, but like we could have discarded to get one for sure, but this should be good enough. Yeah, playing a little close. Because we only needed 4 cards now that I think about it for a spade flush to begin with. Okay. Be smart, okay? Clearance sales, great. $4 jumbo buffoon pack to replace some of our jokers. Never mind, we won't be doing that because I hate all those cards. So what are we looking for? I mean, it's a mixed up world out there. It is. It's a mixed up world out there. Spade flushes are pretty good. They're pretty gas. It's nice to have a 5-card flush just so we get the extra 50 chips. It's actually not that good. That's my mistake. I thought it would be good, but it's not that good. 5 aces remain. Okay, I think this is good in the sense that I feel like I've clarified my purpose on this run. My new purpose on this run is to play 4 of a kind, 5 of a kind aces. And like, if you're not gonna open that door to me, then we'll just start a new run. Because I don't know if this level 1 full house on ante 4 with like no score jokers activated is gonna get us there. It's not. I don't know what we were thinking with that one. That one just went off the rails quite early. Okay, new thought process. Get jokers that, and this is the part where you might need to focus to stay with me. Get jokers that help your score. It's an interesting, it's never been tried before in modern Balatro history, but we're gonna give it a shot. You just needed a single heart, probably. It's a pretty good flush there. I may just needed a little bit more than that. Can we doink it? About like 6. That's 11 points. That's way too much. That's 15 points. Okay, well, if you're gonna be rude to me, then I'm gonna blow you out of the water. How do you like that, small blind ante 1? You never thought I could get over small blind ante 1. We made it. $5? I would go spectral on this, man. I'd go spectral on this any day of the week. Ectoplasm? Not the best ectoplasm I've ever seen, but an early tarot card, I love it. Been drinking it for years. I heard they recently added more hops. Super bad. If you remember being there, you weren't really there. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Are you really in the years? Stowing away the time? Are you gathering up the tears, you piece? Have you had enough of mine? Have you did it? You know what I'm saying? No? Alright, that's Steely Dan. That one's off Can't Buy a Thrill, I think. No man has ever been simpler than me. And don't say true. Do not say true to that. Death card to convert you. And you already know where this is going. Fool death, and then I'm going deep on this one. I'll play my flush because it's good. But then please draw this 2. Draw the 2. Oh, you piece. You think you're so cool, but that don't impress me much. You know what we do? Just don't buy a tarot card. Buy a joker that gives you score. It's ante 2. You're gonna need it. The best card in the game is a tarot card, and we're about to have as many of them as we want. Okay, we have to. We need something with score. And even though it just got nerfed, that's still good. They're welcome to the freaking party. Welcome to the party, pal. I don't know what to tell you. Okay. 3 tarot cards incoming with a fully discarded flush. That's how swaggy we are right now. And then they love hearts. Well, guess what? We got hearts. That stings a little bit. And then for the time being, let's at least hierophant like duplicate cards in case we want to pivot to a stronger archetype later. And I think we got a certain je ne sais quoi going on this run. There's nothing wrong with this at all. It is orange. Oh my god, Bloodstone? You're gonna tell on me? 1,500 points. Okay, what do we do? I think with the amount of... I mean, obviously we discard to get a heart flush. But with the amount of purple seals in our deck, we'd be silly to not burn a discard early to try to get 1 to 3 of them, because the tarot cards could pay extreme dividends over time. Now, I don't really want this to be a flush build, but $3 to get a nice little bonus there is nice. If anything, we could really use another joker that provides some score. But as long as we draw like a heart at any point, it's preferably like the sooner the better. But okay, I'll settle for 4 kings. Like, that's pretty good too. Miyazaki in 2009 when they were formalizing the biomes for Dark Souls 1. He was like, I want 8 kings. They can only render 4. The Xbox 360 wasn't at that, it wasn't up to it at that point. I mean, to be honest, I don't want any of these. I'll settle for 50 chips on a joker that degrades. It's again, something's wrong with the human mind. Because this joker degrading, actually, I know that it's foil, so that makes it better. But in my head, the joker degrading made it better than the joker that I could sell at any time. Could last forever, could last... Something about it was like, oh, no pressure, I only have to hold it for 5 rounds. This one, I was like, oh, I could be stuck with this one forever. It's not even eternal. Like, what's wrong with my brain? I'm cooked. I'm using too many heuristics to evaluate things that I could just use math for. Don't do it. Or do it, I don't know, I don't care. Give me a heart flush, please. Devil card on this sick ace. Okay, so this is going to sound insane given our performance both recently and historically, and probably in the future as well. I think that we are cooking, and I think that this run has serious endless potential just because of Bloodstone and the fact that we're geared towards hearts to begin with. I mean, right off the bat, let's make some of these hearts lucky. And another joker is really hard to argue with in face of like just a wild card. And then I'll take a Hierophant any day of the week. And what do you like? Lusty joker? Okay, you like 10s. You like 10s. Okay. I mean, $5 is $5, bro. I can't really be upset at you for that one. And a Justice card? I would definitely throw Justice on you. And I would discard a gold card. Probably discard the one that gives you a benefit to discarding. That's just me, you know, talking shop, though. Mercury Uranus? That one never made it off of the production line, I think. But I don't know. I'm not that in the cars. Discard 10s. Let me think about this. Let me think about it. I think we're better off accepting that the flush is the way to go. Yeah. Like, I would play this. If we draw a single heart in the next 2 hands, we win easily. This is like the actual opposite of the last video. The last video, I won, and the whole time I was like, why am I doing so bad? This one, I'm like, it looks like we're losing, but in my head, I'm like, we're crushing it, bro. We're killing it. We have like an unfounded confidence. And that could be worth something. No repeat hand types this round. That's not so good. Tell you what. Some of that. Weirdest discard of all time just dropped. I was hoping to see if maybe we'll start with the flush, and that's beautiful. I was thinking maybe we would do like a full house instead, because with no repeat hand types, it might be relevant, but this probably gets us there in 1, especially thanks to the incredible Bloodstone triggers that we just got. So Slide Joker is, we're going to lose 50 chips, but I don't really care. I love 8-ball. What are you? You're on 2 rounds remaining. You're at 10 mult. I would buy 8-ball. I would sell Slide Joker. And I would buy and use the Judgment even over the pack. And I regret that immensely. Now I'm going to take a look at the pack. We discard a lot. So Ramen is like... But you know what? Again, I don't know if this is my brain just being cooked. That versus an Eternal Hanging Chad. Actually, you know what? This is a crazy play, but Eternal Hanging Chad kind of goes crazy with 8-ball. I know 8-ball's only sticking for a minute here, but we could get a lot of triggers out of that, and it's just a good joker. Like, it's a good joker to begin with. We can make our... we get money for the discarded 8s, but I'm like... I'm on a different level right now, man. Let's toss these 8s out here and see if we can get some tarot cards out of it. I'm happy with 1. That's a joy. That's a joy, and I'm thrilled to be a part of it. High Priestess is... I'm telling you, you don't have to be good at the game if you're just good at creating tarot cards. They'll fill in all the gaps, man. Come on. Those re-triggers on the lucky cards are going to be worth something. I know it. I know it. So, where are we going on this run? It's a good question. The first thing I would say is everything's great right now. 20 bucks. 20 bucks? Re-triggers. Like, we're winning well right now, which is great. Sorry, 8-ball. We have great, like, endgame potential. It would be nice to get a Joker for Econ that is easier for me to understand and use passively than mail-in rebate. Because to be honest, I don't focus on it as well as I should. I would turn cards into 8s, but for me to turn it into an 8, it has to be an 8 of hearts. Otherwise, I'm not willing to just toss it out of nowhere. Because the 8-ball's not sticking around forever. It has to give us a benefit long term. Now, going down 1 level on flush sucks, but it's okay. At least the 8-ball's giving us 10 mult as well. Now our econ is looking okay. I would be tempted to try to get like a Jupiter to make up for the level in flush we just lost. An anti-5. No Jupiter. We Mars'd up, which is great with death cards for sure. You know what, honestly, I just buy the voucher just so it's like if we get all heart cards are debuffed, we don't lose instantly. It's pretty valuable, I suppose. What do you got for me? Magician, and wait, you like discarded 9s. Well, pretty good. Honestly, this is a crazy play. Holy cow. It gave us 2 tarot cards. That's the sheesh moment of the day so far. I'll tell you what, send another one. I trust you. Oh, 2 more? Okay, don't get too greedy, but that's kind of... Oh! Thank you, Mr. 8-ball. Thank you, Mr. 8-ball. What's the opposite of Curse of Ra? Can I get a Blessing of Ra real quick? And you know what? I'm going to do this. I think it's the right play given that you're expiring soon. Talk about, like, making the best of a perishable situation here, bro. Polychrome Bloodstone's kind of crazy. That's insane. That's insane. You know what? I'm going super crazy mode. I'm taking Showman in the interest... Pun not intended, because it has nothing to do with economics. I'm taking Showman in the interest of... I'm going to make you a wild card so you can be a part of our Heart Flush. In the interest of getting a second Bloodstone, which is admittedly a bit ambitious, but if it works, who knows what dreams may await us in the future. That was 11,000 points. I'm going to lose. What happened? Did I get like no Bloodstone triggers? If that's the case, we can live with that as long as we get one more Heart Flush that gets some Bloodstone triggers. And that's, I think we have to get it on the next hand, obviously. But like, come on, you're not gonna... Tom Petty voice, don't do me like that. Yes? Yes? Okay, we got there. We got there with some good Bloodstone triggers. I appreciate that. Don't screw me on that one, Bloodstone. You're supposed to be on my side. Fool into Earth. Bad play. Fool into something else. Fool into Justice. I gotta give that with a no, but No disrespect as well. I was really hoping for a Jupiter at some point, but any chance we could get a Joker that immediately helps us? I don't think that is good enough. These aren't good enough. I'm going deep on this one. Oh, $8. ×2 mult if you have a pair. I'm sorry, like I hate to do it. I wish this wasn't the situation on Ante 5, but I feel like it has to be done. And you know what we're gunning for here. Fool into Earth is a bad situation for us. Strength. It's not necessary right now. But there may come a time where Strength and maybe like Fool attached to it as well is very nice. Thank God. Okay, so it looked like we were in a bad spot, but I mean we are in a bad spot. But you gotta just relax a little bit. I think we can still buy clearance sale, but we need Abstract Joker first to give us the flat mult to survive temporarily. A king into an ace is good. That much is certain. Full deck has 5 aces. Obviously, I'd love you to be like a heart as well. I would just strength you and then accept that for the time being. I think we still really want, like... Well, first off, like, I know this is ironic given, like, how lucky we got with our lucky payouts in the last few videos, but, like, some lucky card payouts would actually hit the spot. I'm sorry, this is just, like, I want to buy this, but this is something we have to do in order to survive. And it has to be you, I'm sorry. I really appreciate what it did for me. We got maybe too many multers, but... It's got to be done, brother. It's got to be done. I'll admit, bit of a strange play, but we're trying to create more aces of hearts. This will help us out in that domain, in that department. Beautiful. Very beautiful thing. Strength. Holy cow. And you all doubted it. You all said there's no chance that'll ever come to pass. Well, well, well. Okay, that's not even that good. And it becomes very easy at the moment of your demise to recognize all the problems that you've got. And for us, I think it's pretty easy to understand. We have no chips at all. We're unchipped to the extreme. We're not, like, mad about it because we're gonna live. We got, like, ways to make up the score. But we need some help. We also have no flat mult whatsoever. We're going to die. I know I've said that 10 times on this run so far, but, like, it's a given. Especially with this draw. Like, it's guaranteed, bro. It's guaranteed. Or is it? Please? Oh, I was like, it can get lucky, but it can't get lucky. But we can get, we can get lots of Bloodstone triggers. Queen 8. This is not good. At least it's a pair. A pair double. Oh, you know, doesn't make sense. You're not going to get there with a pair that aren't hearts. Like, only hearts matter for us. We do have a pair, so whatever score we get from our flush is going to be doubled. If we get a flush, which we mercifully did, is going to be doubled again via the glass. No, it's not going to be doubled via the glass card because we took Vampire. Okay, I deserve that, I suppose. I might have gotten a little greedy. Might have gotten a little ahead of ourselves. So there's plays here. I mean, I wish we had like some kind of enhancement card. Lovers kind of works, but I think like I'm gonna like create an Ace of Hearts, and then I'm gonna create another Ace of Hearts, and then I'm gonna Emperor just to see what we pull out of that. Hierophant Judgment. I think that went extremely well. Now Luchador, I'm not a huge fan of. Hierophant is like extremely great early. And Fool would give us a Judgment. I was kind of hoping it would give us another Death card, but that's like idiocy. I'm basically hoping that it works in a way that it obviously doesn't work. Because like I would love to create another Ace of Hearts. Now it would create Hierophant instead of Judgment. But I'm not that worried about like a random Joker. I would rather just buy the Buffoon pack in the shop, and that's $4. And I guess what I'm trying to say is that to me, I think a Fool card's worth more than $4, as long as we use it appropriately. Okay, it's not my favorite, but at least it gives us something to play for, right? Square Joker. I want a Death card. I'm gonna create a Jack of Hearts. And then I probably want to just Fool straight into the Death card again so we can make another Ace of Hearts. But this means that we're not really trying to play a flush. Which means... I can't dump that. It means we have to angle for like some better hands. And like this hand isn't even that good. It's 100 points. Send it again. Don't die early here. We can weasel our way out of this one. This is what I meant when I said it, okay? So I think like long term, it's only ante 1, so don't get too concerned yet, but long term, we're looking at like a flush 5, 4 of a kind, 5 of a kind aces build. And we're fairly well set up for it, but it is very early. It would also go crazy to have a Joker that helps our score almost like at all. This is nice. This is a nice place to be. I would like to play 4 cards, so let's start here. Like Square Joker, it's very easy for me to say that it's bad. Beautiful. Because I've lost a lot with it recently. I think like I'm acknowledging that just because I'm bad with it doesn't mean it's bad. I would love to afford you. It's just I genuinely wish I could, but I can't. We have a straight, but we're dumping, bro. We're dumping. We're dumping again. What am I supposed to do with this? 96 points? Okay, play some straight garbage. I mean, if I had to play a flush, maybe with some extra chips backing me up, that's more like what I'm talking about. With no discards, let's play this, and then I don't know if 3 of a kind aces will get us there, but all paths to success will lead through Square Joker at this stage of our life, at least. Hi, Tomo. I mean, they're giving me nothing to hit. They're throwing non-stop balls, bro. I'll tell you, I'm very happy to get more aces, and maybe buffing 3 of a kind will save our life, but 1 in 7 cards get drawn face down. I'm not the type of lad that you're gonna find burning a luchador on that. For me, that's just the sort of thing that you're not gonna see happen. Now, you will see this happen. You will see me play 4 of a kind with 2 bonus cards and not win and then feel bad as a result of that. That's the sort of thing you might find yourself peeping from time to time. How about 2 pair with a bonus card? It's not even that good. Okay, how about an ace? There was nothing else we had to do. Okay, we go again. And again, don't take this as me being anti-Balatro. It's a relic of the roguelite genre. At some point, you need some luck, man. What are we gonna do when our shops are full of planets and eternal jokers that suck? you have to buy something, man. Ballot or to-do? I'll take to-do list. I'm not thrilled about it. You earn $4 if your poker hand is high card. Thanks for the money. Hopefully it doesn't lead to me dying. What do you still like high card? This will take us to like 400 and something. Or 375. Let's do the math, okay? So this is like 38 times 2. This basically takes us 1 over where we need to be, I think. So we can afford to play this and get $4 extra. And then let's just hope that the math... You know what? Let's just play that. That means we're set. Now they want us to play flushes. I mean, this might be the most economically based to-do list that's ever been spotted. We'll play a joker just because we can. Now, admittedly, -1 hand size is kind of horrible. We really would like to play a flush. For a multitude of reasons, okay? We're not just fixated on to-do list. Like, it... Oh my god, are you kidding me? Okay, we're not toast. We should at least do this. I'm not burning fool cards on, like, you know, 3 gold each early game. We're not just fixated on to-do list. It's the most consistent hand early, in my opinion. It's just one man's opinion, but it's... I mean, I'm the man. Not like the man, but you know what I mean. I'm myself. So what other decision could you expect me to make? I'm just going to be real simple with you. I'm not burning fool cards to get a random joker unless death is imminent. I would rather skip a blind. I'll level with you. We go madness just because I don't really care for any of our jokers. And then we'll tailor our decision based on whatever one it destroys. You destroy the 8-ball. Not thrilled to see that, quite frankly. You like 4 of a kind. That's the sort of thing that I can't necessarily get down with. I wish I could guarantee that would come to pass, but I can't really can't provide that kind of certainty to you, just to be frank. I do think blindness can go crazy, even though it's madness. I think it can go crazy as long as we get some eternal jokers that provide flat mult. So packs could go insane for that. Oh my god, it's Vagabond. I love it, even though sometimes it can be mighty dangerous. I don't even know if I want a wheel here, but am I really going to make a random card with Judgment? That's not going to happen because it's going to die immediately. So give me wheel. It is what it is. In this house, we call that just getting us 1 closer to the eventual payout. Oh, we're not even at the Vagabond amount of money, dude! Okay. Club flushes. You like pairs? Honestly, too bad. I like not losing. Though it's hard to believe based on our performance so far. How about a flush? We're gonna like 1.5 XR mult. We used all of our discards, so we have no bonus score incoming. How about 3 of a kinds? That's not too bad, right? We need 11 points. What if they like a pair? Okay, take a pair. Holy cow, that was close. Oh man, we're playing with fire. Honestly, screw square joker. I'm finally compelled to say that maybe it's actually terrible. What do you like? You like 4 of a kind, of course. Who wouldn't? I hate to say, I think we have to go next, but if we're going to go next, we have to spend all our money, so Vagabond actually makes sense. So for now, Jupiter can keep us alive, and then just a good card of any sort, okay? Roll it, purchase it, at least we can get a Vagabond payout. What did you kill? I don't even remember what was there, man. That's devastating. I don't even remember what was there. Couldn't have been that good, right? Okay, good try. I'm not burning all my charges on wheel. That's like psychotic. Oh, you killed Banner. Me to the guy who kills Hulk in the Avengers movie or whatever, right? Like, you know what I'm talking about? Not at all? Okay, what are you crazy? I just walked over here. Empress. Now we're talking. Empress has some weight to it. Fool, though, like, I really feel like if there's a balance problem, let's not even call it a problem. Let's call it an observation. If there's a balance observation that I have about Balatro, it's quite simple. I'll use it. I know it sounds crazy to not just, like, double our money again and again. Nah, not interested, even if we are committed to flushes. It's that not all tarot cards are even close to being created equal. $4 is okay. All right. Like, I feel like you almost have to save tarot cards for a death or something of the sort that you can use to, like, make your hands more consistent to draw. Okay, thank God for this Arcana pack. So we can burn a Lover's card and maybe get something. A Death card! Very beautiful. Very beautiful. A Death card. Let's Lovers a Heart. A high chip card. And then let's turn you into a Wild Ace. And then now I could see a Death card having some merit. Now this is nasty. Sorry, by the way, to my good friend. That's pretty good. To my good friend Vagabond, I've screwed you, and it's not your fault. It's just muscle memory kicking in. Do not sell it by accident. You can't. Don't worry about it. Okay, Hieroglyph. This is now, we're off to the races. This is a purchase. It might be killed immediately, but I would love to see. You know what? I'll absolutely take a blue seal. What are you going to kill? Killed my flat malt. This business would probably say is not ideal. I'm going to go crazy, okay? I'm going to, just to not die immediately means something to me. So I'm going to create a bunch of malted kings. There's only ante-3, so like there's no reason to get stressed out here. We actually played this horribly. We should have played way more high cards to get Vagabond popping, but so be it. $2? $2 is a good amount of money. Honestly, I can't buy you. I guess I would use you. I guess I would sell, but then you could kill. I don't care if you kill Seltzer. I don't care much, at least. And then I don't even like these packs, man. I don't even like them. More blue seals? I don't know. I'm lost in the sauce, man. I don't know what I'm doing on this run. I don't know what I'm doing. You're going to kill Seltzer for sure. There's no other way around it. I don't think I care. I missed the part where that's my problem. And unless we're drawing kings like crazy, then like, honestly, throw some Dookie in the garbage can here. I want to get... Sure. That would be a huge payout if/when it ever pays out. If this flush could get us there, I would cry. Because we're going to get... Okay, no, this is so good, man. Because we're going to get 2... If we don't die off of this, we're going to get 2 Jupiters. Thank you so much. We're going to get 1 Jupiter because we also got hanged. That's still good. For the record, I was hoping to get a little bit more we're flush-coded. We're now flush-coded. And we have 16 hearts, so we're going to play as many hearts as possible. Okay, noted, noted. Let's have some fun. We now have clarity of purpose. We have 2 jokers on ante-3. That's really bad, but we're still out here loving every minute of it, Jerry. Loving every minute of it. Something they don't say on the show. Maybe he does. Or did I? Now I'm like, did I invent that, or did Seinfeld invent that? It must have been me, because Seinfeld said comedy's not legal anymore, right? Like, it's you'll be killed if you try to tell a joke. Which must explain the critical reception to the movie Unfrosted he stars in that just came out. Don't get too excited. It went direct to streaming. Okay, sorry. I don't know. I'm not part of show business. I don't know why I'm getting involved. It's not my fight. Probably should have played some high cards there. Alas, not sweating it too much. Okay, you ever think about like how powerful this run could be if we got some jokers to back us up? I'm not really like super excited to play any of these, honestly. I guess a Wild King is pretty good. And then like maybe the Joker will be... It would never be eternal. That would screw your run. So like why did I even take you? For $3, I guess. For $3. Which pays for a standard pack that gives us a beautiful heart, honestly. Well, I'm probably not too eager to go for like a negative Joker at this stage of our life. Because we have 3 empty Joker spots that we can't seem to fill anyway. Hierophant's kind of dynamite, though. And this will be 2 Jupiters incoming, right? There's actually, like, there's a win in this run. Especially because of these blue seals. Now, can I get us to it? That's a very bold question. I have no idea. But I do know that, like, Madness... I'm tired of talking like it's a bad Joker. It's actually awesome. It just needs a little bit of help. And I'm not really sure we're doing that. Dump it. Brother, we need a diamond. They do exist. Dry land diamond is not a myth. I've seen it. You ever see the cable guy? Not direct to streaming. I actually saw that in theaters, I believe, if I remember correctly. Star card. It's embarrassing the kind of trash you would throw at me to slow me down. It's never gonna happen. Spectral pack. Hex is a funny idea. If it polychromes... What? We're 46 minutes in the video. I'm just gonna be honest with you, okay? Hex is basically going double or nothing. If it polychromes Madness, we win easily. If it polychromes Vagabond, we probably lose on the next hand. Go big or go home, bro. That's pretty horrible. But on the other hand, it's also pretty funny. So let's just see what we're cooking with here. We're gonna lose about 90% of our score off of that. That's not great. It's not fantastic. I'm kind of stunned that we may yet live. Let's not get too, you know, overconfident. Okay. It's still plausible that we live. Which means we haven't lost yet, which means we could buy a Joker. But it's really gotta... This Joker has to blow the doors off, bro. This Joker has to change everything. And it changed nothing unless we're only gonna play hearts, which honestly, we kinda have to try for at this point. It's all we got, man. And there's not much to it, but there's not zero to it, which is better than I could have possibly expected. So, as insane as it seems, we may yet still win the day. It's still possible. With 2 Jokers on ante 5, we've freed ourselves. I'm trying to put the most positive spin on this possible. We freed ourselves from the shackle of madness, which is a kind of a metal way to describe what just happened, which was like a 50-50 didn't go our way. But we freed ourselves from the shackle of madness, and this has given us the ability to remake our run in our own image as we see fit. Sounds kind of based when you put it that way. And every time we get a Jupiter, everything gets a little bit more likely to come to pass, but not by much, admittedly. So play all this detritus. I know you can hook me up. Okay, they've hooked me up, and we're really like, we're on the razor's edge right now. But we did also earn ourselves another Jupiter, so trust me when I say I'm also stunned that we're still alive. We really just need a Joker, bro. It's not fair because it has to be like a very specific sort of Joker. Like it has to be an Eternal that does something good for us. That's not an easy thing to bring to the world, you know, out of nowhere. But cards drawn face down. This would be a fantastic time to not have to burn more than 1 discard. Honestly, I mean, we have a bunch of enhanced cards here. Imagine if all 4 Luckies paid out. Imagine, okay, well, you know what? It's hard to be mad. Suit me. Ah, that's pretty terrible. Play this. Okay, we got one hand remaining. We have to use like look here and look here. Those are 2 diamonds. That means we lose the run. I'm sorry to inform you of that. We did what we could. Those not being hearts has killed it. Okay, well, I mean, listen, we got a little goofy on this one. I had a great time, though. I hope you enjoyed yourself as much as I did. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. Subscribe if you want to see more in the future. Maybe we should just, like, play, like, a coherent game of Balatro. Don't worry, we're not going to be playing Baldur's Gate 3 anytime soon. I'll see you next time.